My name is Jeremy Albright, and I serve as Chairman and CEO of Media Texas. And I'm joined by a number of my associates here at this meeting. Rick Starks is our President and Chief Operating Officer. Rick, thank you. Lillian Castilla-Jones, our publisher here in Harlingen. Lillian, thank you. And Lillian, a number of your associates. I see Rusty and Marcy, and I'm assuming everybody knows who those good folks are. Thank you for being with us. And then we're also joined by Erin Riddell Winger, who has served as our project coordinator for this campaign. Erin's in the back. And I know everyone representing the beneficiary organizations now knows Erin very well. Anyway, we wish to welcome you here this afternoon. The mission of Media Texas Charities is to annually raise and distribute funds to community service organizations, to our beneficiary agencies that provide direct assistance and support to the hungry, homeless, and needy populations across the entire Rio Grande Valley. The goal of the Charities campaign is to aid not just a few people, but to impact and provide direct support and assistance to literally hundreds and thousands annually through our collective efforts, and thereby significantly impacting for the good families, our neighbors, and communities across the four-county area. So our campaign will cover Cameron County, Hidalgo County, Stark County, and Williston counties. At Media Texas, we have recognized and we see firsthand the needs in our community, oftentimes dire needs, that exist because, quite honestly, we cover them and report these local stories in our publications almost every day. We also believe it's very important for us as a business organization to give back to our communities, in which we're fortunate enough to publish our newspapers and our related websites. As a result, we think we are rather uniquely qualified to introduce this campaign across the valley, to bring needed help, support, and assistance to the hundreds and thousands of people in our own local home areas who are in need. We also know from experience, from direct experience, that the most effective and efficient way to serve these populations, to serve the hungry, the homeless, and the needy in our communities, is to provide direct financial support to those social service organizations in our communities that in turn directly serve these populations. While it's important to note that our beneficiary agencies are not required to be United Way agencies, I do want to highlight the fact that this new annual campaign is being conducted in conjunction with the three United Way organizations across the valley. The United Way of South Texas in McAllen, the United Way of Northern Cameron County here in Harlingen, and the United Way of Southern Cameron County in Brownsville. With us today, representing Northern Cameron County United Way, is Jessica Belsham. Jessica.
Hi.
Thank you. Thanks for being here, Jessica. Great to see you again. So following a series of discussions with representatives from all three of the United Way agencies, we began a process in which social service agencies from both the Upper and Lower Valley were identified. They were invited to submit formal applications, and they were all vetted by an ad hoc review committee that included some folks from Media Texas and representatives from the three United Way organizations. Our commitment at Media Texas is really twofold to the campaign. First, the campaign will be led and supported over the next 10 weeks by a very concerted, very visible print and online effort that you will see appearing in the Valley Morning Star, in the McAllen Monitor, in the Brownsville Herald, in El Nuevo Geraldo, in our Mid-Valley Talent Crier product, in Coastal Current on South Padre Island, and in El Extra. I dare say that anyone living in the Rio Grande Valley today will pretty quickly become aware of this campaign. And with it, the opportunity that they will have to consider their own individual donations, be they individuals or businesses. Second, I'm happy to share with you that AIM is covering 100%, literally all of the administrative expenses for the campaign, so that 100% of all donations, again from any individual or business, will go directly to the 15 beneficiary agencies we have identified for use in providing their services directly to those in need. So before I introduce the inaugural group of 15 beneficiary agencies, I do want to share with you some very exciting news about the extraordinary and generous lead gifts we've received prior to today's official announcement and launch. As of this morning, We've received in excess of, well, we've received exactly $68,550 from our Premier League donors who have given us $10,000 and above, and from our lead donors who have given us $5,000 and above. Representing Plains Capital Bank is Ray Barone, and Raul is Ray Barone. Ray's right here. We'll be hearing from Ray in a moment. We've also received Premier League gifts from Clark Knapp Honda and Clark Chevrolet, from Edwards Abstract, from Vantage Bank, from Valley Baptist Health System, and I see Manny in the back. Manny, thank you for joining us. We appreciate all your support. And a Premier League gift from Media Texas. And we have 2 lead donors so far in the campaign in the category of $5,000 and above. First is Wells Fargo Bank, and we're joined this afternoon by Alberto Montiel and Stephen Reyna, 2 gentlemen right here. Raise your hands. Thank you for being with us. And then also my wife Nancy and I have also participated in the campaign as lead donors. At this time, I'd like to ask, is it Alberto who's going to, I'm sorry, I don't mean to put you on the spot. At this time, I'd like to ask Ray Barone from Plains Capital to come forward and share a very brief but surprise announcement with everyone.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Ray Barone from Plains Capital Bank. I'm Senior Vice President. Plains Capital Bank's culture is to support our local communities. And that being said, our first donation was for $10,000. As a surprise, our second donation will be an additional $10,000 for our charities. So thank you.
Ray, thank you for that wonderful news and for your leadership and commitment to our communities, to your communities.
Thank you.
And for helping us help those most in need and for setting a wonderful example for everyone else to follow. So as a result of this exciting news from Plains Capital that we've just learned about recently, our total now at the official campaign launch is $78,550. And once again, most importantly, I want to thank all of our Premier Lead donors and lead donors for your extraordinary support. We wish to express our deepest gratitude and appreciation to each of you. Thank you. Now it's my distinct pleasure to introduce the 15 beneficiary agencies who provide the essential services and support to the hungry, homeless, and needy across the valley on a daily basis, literally 365 days a year. If you'll join me in looking at the 2 inside pages of the handout you received, you will see each agency listed along with a brief description of the services they provide. And if you'll bear with me as I read through them, because I think it's worth highlighting them. The first is Loaves and Fishes of the Rio Grande Valley. I know we have Bill Reagan with us here today. We'll be hearing from Bill again in a moment. Salvation Army of Harlingen. I know Captain Watts is here, back in the corner. Thank you. Family Crisis Center. Cynthia Catchings is with us, the Executive Director. Cynthia, there you are. Thank you. Cynthia was with us in McAllen this morning. La Posada Providencia is here, and Alma Gonzalez-Rock is with us. Alma, hello, we didn't have a chance to meet. Thank you for being here. Harlingen Neighborhood Food Pantry, James Collins is here, and his wife, Wendy. Thank you for joining us. The Snack Pack Project, and also Ozanam Center in Brownsville. And on the other page, you'll see Friendship with Women, Good Neighbor Settlement House, the Salvation Army of McAllen, the Food Bank of the Rio Grande Valley. Is Terry here? Terry's in the back. Thank you, Terry, for joining us again. Silver Ribbon Community Partners in McAllen, Women Together, Aurora House Foundation, and last but not least, Catholic Charities of the Rio Grande Valley. To speak on behalf of all 15 of the service agencies here at Harlingen, I would now like to ask Bill Reagan to come forward representing Loaves and Fishes of the Rio Grande Valley. Bill?
Thank you.
I know you don't need any introduction here in Harlingen, but thank you.
I'm afraid that's true, yeah. I don't dare speak on behalf of all the other agencies, but I know that everybody else who's involved in this is so very grateful to AIM Media, to to our local newspapers and the great community support that we have. So I want to say thank you, and I know that all of them say thank you as well. This is a big deal. This is a very exciting thing that is happening right now. One of the great things about Harlingen, and I'm sure it's the case for our other communities as well, is that there is a sense of community here in Harlingen that lacks, I think, in other places. We all know each other very well, those of us who are involved in the nonprofit community here in Harlingen, and as well as so many people in the broader community as well. I mean, we just have such great support from the newspaper, from all of our agencies, great support from community leaders like Maddie and other businesses here in town. We're just so grateful for that. I think that, Jeremy, this is going to be one more step in making Harlingen really a great place to live and a great place to carry out the kind of work that we carry out, the kind of ministry that we carry out as well. So we're very grateful to you for that. I had a chance to look at the website this morning before I came over. And it's a beautifully done website, and everybody who's here representing one of the agencies, you really have a prominent place on it. And it's going to be, I think, a great vehicle for raising funds for our various agencies. You know, I was thinking about what I might say today, and you know, Black Friday is this week, right? And Thursday's newspaper is going to be full of advertisements because everybody wants us to go out and spend money on Black Friday. And it's called Black Friday for a reason. It's called Black Friday because that's the day that most businesses really start to make money, particularly retail businesses, and they're able to end the year in the black. We kind of have a Black Friday in our business as well. We get most of our donations this time of year. We get most of our support from groups like Media and others in this time of year. So we really depend on it. And I think that this effort is going to make us so much stronger precisely because of what you said a few moments ago. It's going to be in our newspapers constantly over the next several weeks. People are going to read about it, they're going to see it, they're going to be able to get online, they're going to be able to find ways to support each of these agencies, and that's such a great thing for us. One of the things that I know that all of you know, particularly all of you other executive directors and those of you who are familiar with nonprofits, you know that we have to work on a shoestring all the time. We have to make dollars go farther than other businesses do. We have to make them go as far as we can. And I think the kinds of investments that people make in the community when they give to this kind of campaign and other campaigns are really great investments because the dollars really go far. Just to give you a couple examples from Loaves and Fishes, we serve about 400 meals a day. And those meals cost about $1.50. You just can't really serve a meal for $1.50 in any other kind of arena. The food bank of the Rio Grande Valley provides so much food for us and for others, and it's one of those reasons why that food cost is able to be maintained at such a low level. Or for somebody staying in the shelter, it costs about $12 a night for somebody to stay in our Open Arms homeless shelter. That's because we're able to take care of economies as nonprofits that others may not be able to. So I'm excited about it, and I know that those of you who are also on that great list of organizations are excited as well because you are helping us to bring that help and hope to the hungry, the homeless. Our logo is the hungry, the homeless, and the hurting, but for our campaign is the hungry, the homeless, and the needy. So it's going to be a great Christmas, and thank you, Media, for making this a better Christmas for us.
Bill, thank you very much for sharing your remarks and for personalizing the work that you do. It's very important to hear that, and my pretty good suspicion we'll be seeing a whole lot more of that in all of our newspapers over the days to come. I do want to correct, it's James and Wendy Kaufman, not Collins, representing the Harlingen Food Pantry. So you should use it earlier. After Bill's comments, I'd like to ask for a round of applause simply to recognize and thank all the staff, all the volunteers, and all the board members from all 15 beneficiary organizations. In closing, I'd just like to add my own personal word of thanks to all of you for joining us this afternoon, and to remind you that we will gladly accept donations of any kind And perhaps most importantly, we do have the donation opportunity available online. It's safe, it's secure, it's easy. It's handled by PayPal, and it's available at our website, which is mediacharities.com. So thank you again. Happy and healthy holidays to everyone, and we hope you have a great rest of the day. Thank you.